Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I want to talk to you about a knife that was sent to me by a viewer. He wants to remain anonymous, so I'm going to respect that, but he sent me this knife. It's not an expensive knife, but he wanted to see what I could do with it, and he kind of left that to be ambiguous. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm going to just try and see how sharp I can get it and maybe see if I can get the action to be a little better. I'm also going to see if I could maybe even add a half stop to it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but we're going to see. I may just do a review and a sharpening of it, but I already know what I'm going to do with it, and I'm going to be keeping this in my garage in my toolbox. Now, first, a few little announcements. I have downloaded a few pieces of software, and I'm going to try and move into so I'm going to stick with this format, but then I'm going to put in snippets of either me using the knife or maybe even close-up shots of me going over the knife with the camera or something, just to get some close-up shots. I'm gonna try and see how those work into the video, and if it becomes too much work, I'm going to revert back to just one shot and one go type of overviews, talking about whatever I own or whatever I like. So I'm probably gonna test it out with this knife, but first I'm going to just show you what it is. And it's quite literally the work knife. Not a surprise, this is a Pakistani knife. I'm gonna guess this was probably about $8 or even maybe $5. It wasn't expensive. He told me that, and he said, I want you to just see what you can do with it, and if you want to restain it, maybe dye it a different color. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But let's take a look at it really quick. So here it is, just in a box, and it's crude. It's crude. I mean, there's pieces of shaved metal coming off of it. Very roughly finished. Quite a bit of gapping. It's very crude. Not too bad. It's better than a case in some cases. I mean, there's no real major gaps. The pins are pretty crude. You can see that this one's even filled in with something. Stainless steel pins. Stainless steel liners. Okay. The blade's got a satin finish going this way. I would have thought it would be going that way. Yeah, it looks like they started going that way and then they had to shave it down to the right size, and they just did this gradually. But actually that kind of lends to a not too rough of a top there. The wood is nice looking. I mean, it's not bad looking. There's Pakistan. I'm probably going to remove that. We've got pretty sharp end there. I'm probably going to do something with that, round it off. I don't know. I mean, maybe what I'm going to do is just see what I can do with it. Ooh, wow, it's got a strong pull. Good spring. Okay. I'm really surprised. Okay. Kind of wants to go into a half stop there. Doesn't flow. Oh, wow. Spring is good, but boy, look at the gapping there, man. There's nothing really I can do to that. Maybe I could add some jimping. I don't know. I kind of like this vintage sodbuster look. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I mean, thank you so much, whoever you are that sent this to me, but don't know. Probably going to... Oh, man, Yeah, I'll probably put a better edge on that. I could make a sharpening video with this. This is probably a 400 series steel. I'm going to even guess it's maybe a 420 or maybe even less. The edge bevels aren't pretty off. I mean, I'm surprised by that, but I can definitely see a little bit of reflection in the blade. I'm probably going to add a sharpening choil. Let's just kind of see what I'm going to do to this thing. But I'll probably do a video on sharpening it. And I think I'm going to do a combination video of this with my Spyderco bench stones. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I will start off with a sharpening video. You know what? Let's see if this thing cuts. I've got some 550 paracord. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really, man, okay, it doesn't really cut. I mean, it's a struggle. Okay. So I think that's what I'll first start with, is doing a video on sharpening. And wow, I mean, boy. But I think I'll do a video on sharpening this thing and how I go about sharpening a knife. I'm going to talk about how I sharpen a knife freehand in this video. I am not going to be using a Lansky. I mean, that could make it easy. I want to see what I can do with this, but I'll probably add a sharpening choil to this. Metal's probably very soft. Oh man, it's so crude. But I mean, the wood looks good. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I think this will definitely look great in a garage, you know, just for very, very dirty work. You just grab this $8 knife, and if you're working in the yard and cutting up roots or anything like that, I think this would fit the bill, to be honest. But man, it's going to be, I mean, I don't think this is going to be a lot of work. I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably going to knock off the edges, round off the edges, fix this here, add a sharpening choil and sharpen it up. Don't know if I'm going to add a half stop to this. I just don't think it's needed with a pull like this, but let's see what I can do. So thank you, whoever you are that sent this to me. I appreciate it, and I'll see what I can do with it. And I mean, I'm most impressed by the wood though, out of everything. For $8, this has some pretty nice wood patterning in it. So thank you guys so much, and I'll try and put in some edits in the next video that I'm gonna do, and we'll see how that goes. If it ends up being too much work, I might just kind of go away from that, or just add in one clip. We'll just see. So time will tell. But if you guys think this will turn out great, let me know in the comments. If you think this isn't even worth buying, let me know in the comments. But yeah, let's see. The Pakistani work knife, 4 inches closed, wood handle, stainless steel blade. Boy, that is quite the specs on that. So yeah, that's it. So thank you guys again for taking a look at my YouTube, and I hope you like this video and what I've got planned for the channel. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See you later.